Hello, and I'm live. This is Dave. I chose to not show my face just yet. I'm going to do audio first, then I'll do my mic. How is everybody doing today? This is Dave, Travels Through Time. How is everybody? Hello in the chat. How is everybody? I'm doing a James Bond stream. This is the stream I'm doing right now. Who is your favorite James Bond? Let me know in the comments. And what is your favorite villains as well? Love to hear you in the comments. How is everybody today? Let me know in the chat. This is the James Bond stream. Welcome, everyone. Hello. This is Dave, Travels Through Time. Jen is my new moderator. She's the lead moderator now on this channel. So James Bond. Which James Bond is your personal favorites? What movies are your personal favorites? Would love to hear what you have to say in the chat. How is everybody today? Love the James Bond theme. Classic. Blofeld is obviously one of the most recognizable James Bond villains. This has been featured throughout the James Bond movie series. Many actors have played him. Donald Pleasence, Telly Savalas, Charles Gray, among others. And of course, he's the lead member of Spectre, the evil organization. Nobody in yet. 2 minutes in. Hello. How is everybody today? Let me know in the chat. Hello. There's been many James Bonds. Sean Connery, Roger Moore, George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig. And then, of course, there was that spoof parody that had Peter Sellers, Casino Royale. David Niven played as well. But that was more a parody. It wasn't a serious James Bond film. So how is everybody today? James Bond is the topic of discussion on the stream. I don't know. Should I just try and do the camera? Maybe I'll get more people in. Yeah. All right. We'll try that out. Hello, everybody. James Bond. James Bond. Name is Bond. James Bond. What do you think of James Bond? He has endured quite a long time throughout the decades. Many actors have played him. Who is your favorite? Let me know in the chat. Who is your favorite villains? Let me know in the chat. James Bond is the discussion on this stream today. 4 minutes in. Hello, everybody. So who is in here? One person in. How is everybody today? Hello. Blofeld, one of the most recognizable. Goldfinger. Can't forget him. Red Grant from Wrestle with Love. Classic villain from the Sean Connery era. Sanchez. Can't forget Sanchez. Goldfinger. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Sounds more British than Scottish. Sounds more British than German, excuse me. James Bond, 007, License to Kill, yes. And there's been a few M's throughout the years, too. Bernard Lee, Judi Dench. Forgot the other actor's name now. The one from License to Kill, Timothy Dalton era. Forgot that guy's name. One person in. Hey, Neil, nice for you to be in here. Dr. Who Chat, you're awesome. Thank you for coming in. It's been a while. No, it hasn't been that long since you've been in here. Seems longer for some reason. How are you doing? Oh, and what is your favorite James Bond gun barrel, too? Opening. Love to hear what you think of that. That's another topic of discussion. There's been many James Bond gun barrel openings throughout the decades. And Jen is my new permanent main moderator on this channel. It's a decision I made. And then Dean's the secondary. So, yep. Connery is still the best Bond. Nice. Daniel Craig has grown on me over the last few, and I'm looking forward to the new film. He's not a bad actor. A lot of people were accusing him of, because he looks kind of like Red Grant from Wrestle with Love, and they're like, oh, he doesn't look the part at all. But if you think about it, think about Roger Moore. Technically, Craig wasn't the first blonde. Moore in his early Bond films had dark blonde hair. So there you go. Just something to think about. But everybody made a big deal about his facial features and his hair. I think he's gotten better, though. He's just a more serious Bond, basically. But if you look at Live and Let Die, Moore, not Connery. Moore, he had lighter hair. So there you go. In fact, let me look at a picture of Roger Moore from that era. Live and Let Die. Let me look up that movie. Roger Moore. Excuse me. Yep. He very clearly has blonde hair. Look at that. So there we go. He wasn't the first blonde. Difficult to choose a favorite opening, although I always find the opening for Your Eyes Only funny when he drops Blofeld in the chimney. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? It was an emotional opening, too, when he goes to the grave of Tracy. Teresa, his wife, That was a bit emotional when he goes to visit the grave of her. And then, of course, in Living, not Living, Let Die, License to Kill, he's like, never again. Basically, what it means is he never wants to get married again, after what happened. One person in. So we got Neil. Thank you, Neil, for coming in. You're awesome. Neil, Doctor Who chat. Yeah, it was funny when he drops Blofeld in the chimney. I kind of like the opening to License to Kill, too. I like the opening to that one. What other openings do I like? The Majesty Secret Service had a pretty good opening. And then Goldfinger. Lazenby definitely isn't one of my favorite Bond, but the opening of that was pretty exciting. The editing is kind of not the best in the fight scene. It's a bit all over the place, but the editing wasn't the best, I'll admit, though. Oh, and interestingly enough, that same actor, George Baker, who's in that, he played in Doctor Who as Decider Logan. Full circle. A little bit of trivia for you. Bet Neil already knew that, though. Neil, you probably already knew that. So I got So now I have two mods. I have Dean, Jen's the main one, and Dean. So I know Dean's super busy, so that's why I had, understandably so that's why I had Jen be the main mod on this channel now. Who's the best villains, too, in your opinion? Let me know in the chat. Who's your favorite villains? Yeah, he takes a bit to get used to. At first, I just thought he was okay. I didn't think he was awful. I was like, I'm just going to give this guy a chance just to see what he's going to be like. And I thought at the end of Casino Royale, I thought he was okay. But then towards the end of it, and then Quantum of Solace, I started to like him. Yeah, he was the first Bond, though, that I think it took me a little bit to really, really like him. But I didn't, dislike him, Yeah, Lazenby, his acting isn't the best. He's not the best actor. He's been in a few other things after. He didn't really make it in terms of acting. He doesn't have much of a filmography. I looked it up. I guess he played in Superboy as Superman's father, Jor-El. He played in that, I guess. But other than that, he hasn't really done much. Blofeld's good, yeah. Telly Savalas was good. Donald Pleasance was good. Yeah, there wasn't a bad actor to play Blofeld, honestly. They were all pretty good. Charles Gray was pretty good. He was also in Rocky Horror Picture. And then Goldfinger's a classic one, too. I like Goldfinger, him as a villain. And I like the villain. I kind of like Jaws, even though he's definitely of the campy villain type. I kind of found him he was kind of like a funnier, lighter. But I kind of liked him. Jaws. Richard Kiel, that's his name. Some people don't like him, but I enjoyed him. Yeah, Carl Stromberg was pretty good too. Pretty good villain for Spy Who Loved Me. Kind of liked him. And of course, Sanchez. I really do enjoy Sanchez as well. Pretty interesting villain. One person on. Come on. I do like Scaramanga. Yeah. Yeah, Christopher Lee. Yeah, that's true. He was good. And then Nick Nack or whatever his name was. Nick Nack. The little guy. Something like that. Nick Nack. Well, so far, babe, no problems. Are you on there too?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
That's good. Nothing so far. But never say never. Yeah, Scaramanga and Nick Nack, I like them. Yeah, Jaws was great, but turned out a hero at the end. So not such a villain, true. Yeah. Yeah, true. At the end of Moon, yeah, it was Moonraker, right? Yeah, I remember. Sadly, he passed away. Good. I like him as an actor. Richard Kiel. Very tall, very big fellow. Big guy. Big man. I think he was like over 7'2" or something. Something like that. Three people in. Say hello in the chat. What's the other ones? I'm thinking of other villains that are good. I liked Elliot Carver. I know some people don't like the Brosnan era stuff, but I liked Elliot 006 from GoldenEye. Hello. Oh yeah, Q's always been good. Hello, Dean. Too. Good old Dino, yes. He's a legend, isn't he? Gotta love Dean. Oddjob was good. Yes, thank you for reminding me, my dear Dean, my friend. Oddjob was very good. Thank you for reminding me. You're brilliant. Of course, you knew that. Thank you for reminding me about Oddjob. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. Can't forget Oddjob. He's a classic. I loved how with the hat, right? Can't beat a deadly bowler hat. Yes, and that was of course parodied in Austin Powers. Pretty funny. He was spoofed in Austin Powers. Hello. How are you? Man, a few words was odd job. Yeah, he didn't never said much, did he? Okay, so Dean, my friend, I want to hear your input. Who is your 3 favorite James Bonds? Let me hear it. I want to see what you write in the chat, my friend. I want to hear what you have to say. Who is your 3 favorites? Please let me know. I love hearing other, friends' opinions on their favorite Bonds. Everybody's got a different. He just grunted. Yeah. You take care, okay? Yeah, so Dean, my friend, let me hear what you have to say. You take care. Yeah, you take care. Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Daniel Craig. Nice. Good choices, my friend. Good choices. What about who? I know Neil said Sean Connery. Who's your second favorite, Neil? Dr. Who chat, my friend. Sean Connery, Roger Moore. I love Roger Moore too. Daniel Craig can be good. You're probably going to hate me for this, guys. But guess who my 3 favorites are? Now, don't laugh. Here we go. Moore, Dalton, Connery. Actually, Dalton, Moore, Connery. There we go. I know. Not a popular opinion, I know. But that's just my opinion. Guys, don't laugh. I want to hear your input on that. I know. You're like, how dare you not put Sean Connery first? I know. I don't know what it is. I just like the because I read the books. Okay. So when I read the books, I immediately, for some reason, I thought of Dalton. And I don't know. I just really like him. That's just my personal opinion, though. At first, it was Connery Moore, but then I changed it around once I read the books and saw Dalton again, rewatched him. And that's just me, because if you look at Dalton, there's aspects that are like Craig, too, that Craig emulated as well in his performance. He's a bit more serious. He doesn't have as much the humor. And I feel like he's a good actor. I know. I'm guessing you guys probably don't like my opinion, but It is what it is. I mean, I can't please everyone. But that's just how I personally feel. That's how I personally feel. So I'm sure I'm going to get trolled on here saying, how could you put Dalton, you know? Honey Rider, nice. She's good. Ursula Andress, yes. She was without her, there wouldn't be any other ones. And that obviously when she, her first scene in Dr. No, it's a classic. Have you guys read any of the books? Just curious. Then I liked Diana Rigg. She's another favorite. Of course, Miss Emma Peel herself. And some people don't like Holly Goodhead, but I liked her. The Moonraker. Some people can't stand her, but I liked her. Then I like Solitaire, Jane Seymour's character in Live and Let Die. Another Bond girl. Have you guys read any of the books? Hello? 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 Sorry, didn't mean to sound rude. Just curious to see if you guys read any of the books. Yeah, true. Yeah, nothing wrong with loving all of them. Yeah, even like what's her face, Denise Richards' character from World Is Not Enough. Nice. That's cool, Yona. Christmas Jones, yes. Thank you. Yeah, even like Vesper from Casino Royale. Eva Green. I feel like if they would have made him, I don't think he was a bad Bond, honestly, Brosnan. I feel like if they would have made the quality better, I feel like he'd be more up there. Christmas can come twice this year. That's a good line. That fits, yes. 9 minutes in the stream now. Wow. This is going to come twice this year. So I guess I saw some bits of the sorry. First editions of Dr. No, Casino Royale, and from Wrestle Club. Ooh, those are worth some money. Those are back in what, the early 50s, I think they were made? 52, 53, something like that. Could be wrong, but I think that's when the first editions came out. Those are worth some money. Big money. Nice. I haven't read any of the other authors' versions of Bond. I don't know. I know Raymond Benson was one of the authors, but I was kind of like, I don't know if they're going to be as good as the Fleming ones. I could be wrong. Maybe they're pretty good. Yes, they are worth a lot of money. Yeah, nice. Not surprised. Yeah, there's these other authors. I went to the library once, and there was other authors that wrote, and I was like, not sure how good these are. I could be wrong. One was Raymond Benson, and one was John Gardner. I don't know. It's kind of like, Dr. No is currently worth about $4,000. Yeah, nice. Not bad. Not too shabby. 31 minutes in. Kind of feeling iffy about the new Bond, but we don't need to go into that. Let's just think about the past ones we enjoy. We don't need to go into that drama. Nice nest egg for the kids. Yep. That's true. Doctor, oh, cool. I guess, yeah. I guess somebody just posted a Doctor Who theme remix of something interesting. So I guess this is going to be Craig's last film, apparently. This one coming up. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after. Ooh, I don't want to even go. You know what I didn't know? I don't know if you knew this, but Ewan McGregor was touted as a. He said that last time. Yeah, true. He has a few times, hasn't he? Yeah, if the money, the big moolah, all that quid and pounds come in, he'll probably come on for at least one or two more after. You never know. But Ewan McGregor was touted as a replacement for Brosnan at one point. Didn't happen. But just a little research I did found that interesting. Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor. Yeah, so he might come back again after this. You never know. Oh, and I'm doing the Doctor Who watch along on Tuesday. Be sure to be on the lookout for that. Yeah, you take care, Dean, buddy. You take care. Wife is just coming in. I haven't seen her in 4 days, so there's that. Thank you so much for being on here. Please come again. We're doing a full circle watch along, me and Sadako, on Tuesday. Full circle review. Be sure to be on the lookout for that. You take care, though, buddy. Dean, you take care. All right. I got a notification. Who's this? Oh, what car is your favorite? That's one thing I forgot. What car is your favorite of the Bonds? That's one thing I forgot. That's a good question that Bonds had throughout the years. That's something I forgot to ask. Oops. Favorite car? Let me know in the chat. What's your favorite James Bond car? Favorite James Bond car? Clapping the James Bond thing. Oh, I haven't showed you the spoons, have I, Neil? I'll play the spoons with the James Bond thing. Give me a second. There it goes. 3 people in. Oops. Didn't mean to. There we go. James Bond theme with the spoons. Two people in. Bond theme. With the spoons, everybody. Did the James Bond theme with the spoons. Been playing these for a while. Different theme songs. Be cool if I could do a spoon off with Sylvester. Two people in. So Neil's still here. Wonder who else. And what do you think? You still here? Lou, what'd you think? Still here? Or did he leave? Lou, Neil, Dr. Chat, still there? Lou? I was just doing the spoons because I don't think you've ever seen me do them. Still there? Lou? I might have left. Darn. Darn. Hold it. Yo, Lou, Dr. Chat. Lou. Oh, well. Guess he left. Oh, well. What can you do? My favorite, I quite like the BMW from Tomorrow Never Dies. And of course, I love the Aston Martins. course, I love the Aston Martins. And then I like the Lotus, the one from Spy Who Loved Me. Quite like that one. All right. Well, I guess Neil left. Oh, well. Oh, whoa. Oh, well. It happens. Probably had to do something. I kind of like Le Chiffre as a villain, too. Casino Royale. Yeah. Mr. White was interesting. It's another one. All right. 46 minutes in. All righty. I'm going to call the stream to close pretty soon. Actually, maybe I'll send it to him. Let's see if he comes on. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm going to call it pretty soon. Be sure to look out for Tuesday, the Full Circle review. Be sure to be on the lookout for that, people. We're reviewing it, me and Sadako. 11:30, 7:30 UK time. All right? Be sure to be on the lookout for that, guys. Love for you to come on the chat. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Take care. Peace. Oh, okay. Sudaku's here. Okay. All right.
So I'm a bit late to this one. What have I missed?
Oh, we were just talking about James Bond. It doesn't have to be very long, my friend. We can just be on for a few minutes, then we can end it.
Okay, so which James Bonds have you covered?
Just basically all of them. I mean, Dean and Neil, I think, left. I was about to show them the spoons, me doing the James Bond, but Neil already left at that point.
Oh, I see. Okay. Enough.
Yeah.
Do you have you heard the news that Thomas Hardy's been apparently he's going to be the next Bond? He's been talked of being the next Bond after Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Well, that's hopeful. I think it means we're not getting it wasn't what we dreaded. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Did you know Ewan McGregor was mentioned one time as a possible replacement to Brosnan? What? Muted. Dude.
Sorry. Just had to do something a minute.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Did you know Ewan McGregor was
Ewan McGregor?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was like a year before Craig got it.
Oh, so like I see.
Yeah, and then they were thinking of Christian Bale possibly, but he had already gotten Batman at that point, so they decided against him trying out.
Christian Bale, I think he might have been quite good, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded him as Bond.
Yeah, I think it could have worked. It's funny though that people complain about Craig being blonde when actually Moore had kind of blondish hair, didn't he?
Yeah, you saw it toward the end in View to a Kill. He kind of, you could see, he was kind of creeping back in the blonde.
Yeah, and they were like a complaint. Oh, Craig looks like Red Grant and all this stuff
Mm-hmm.
from Wrestle with Love. Yeah.
Go on the chat anyway. Out to go. Dr. Five-O's got to go. Yeah, you've been late. Has everyone left the chat, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I was about to do the spoons too, but they had already left at that point. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I can't take it personally, though, you know. I what do they call it? Perseverate?
Sorry?
They call it perseverate when you're like, oh, shoot, did I say something wrong or something, you know?
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. But I understand they got busy, so it's probably they had to leave or something, do something.
Right.
But it's like I wanted, because Neil never saw me play the spoons before. You know?
Yeah.
Because you enjoyed me doing them, so I was like, oh, I thought maybe somebody else would enjoy.
I think they were good to do for Michelle, weren't they? They were a good way of sending her good vibes.
And do you think I've gotten pretty good at like doing like James the Doctor Who one and stuff?
What on the spoons, you mean?
Yeah.
Quite good, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I can sense that it's a bit of a therapeutic thing for you to do the spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels that. It feels like, it feels quite therapeutic to listen to as well.
It kind of is, yeah. So, all right. So Tuesday we got our stream. The Full Circle thing. We got that coming.
Yeah. We're doing that as a watch along, aren't we?
Yeah, like a review, watch along, yeah.
Has anyone expressed any interest in joining us?
Not yet. Certain somebody was on the chat earlier who we already know about, but yeah, she didn't last very long.
Oh, she didn't? Okay. Wasn't Max in that?
No.
Fair
How's the likes right now? Any dislikes? All right, she's checking it out.
Oh, this is weird. It's weird. I got a dislike. We got 2 dislikes on Bonnet stream for some reason.
Oh, that's interesting. I know John was on there because I saw a little bit of the stream at the end, and I put a like to it.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed that stream. I really enjoyed that stream. That was a lot of fun.
Well, maybe if we could get her on at some point. I mean, maybe we can ask her at some point, try and see if she'll come on to a watch along review or something.
Yeah, she might do. I mean, she's maybe I'll put it to her. I mean, well, you're on a Facebook group, aren't you? So you could.
True.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it'd be good to do a watch along with Blue Bonnet as well.
Yeah.
So, Bond.
Yeah.
So, who would you say? How? What would you say the best and worst of Bond?
What'd you think of Die Another Day?
I rewatched it about a year ago. It's definitely dated horribly. It's dated horribly. I feel like Rosamund Pike could have been an interesting Bond girl, but then she kind of turned traitor toward the end, and it just seemed like they were doing every cliche in the book with that film.
Yeah. Ouch! Guess what Jen just told me.
What?
We only got 1 like.
How many dislikes did we get?
Any dislikes?
No.
Interesting.
Okay.
Hmm. Maybe I wonder who put the like. I wonder if it was Dean or Neil. Interesting.
No, it's just sometimes maybe it's just an absent. Yeah, I mean, see, people can be absent-minded. They don't give a like unless they're prompted to. They forget to put the like, and they just they get engrossed in the stream. Sometimes it's a good thing if someone's engrossed in the stream enough that they don't give a like. Because
That's true. And you know what? It's better than a bunch of dislikes, I guess, at once, huh? Oh, something happened. Ew. Sudoku, my friend, hello. Something happened.
Yeah, sorry, just had to mute again just quickly.
Okay.
Need to set the computer properly.
Oh, Charlotte's here. Hello, Charlotte. Our good friend Charlotte's here.
Oh,
good to see you in here. How are you?
Hi, Charlotte. Yeah, I really should get some decent headphones. I think I've only got the laptop mic on, and my laptop mic's not so good.
Yeah.
So get a proper headphone.
Yeah, it's cool. It seems like Charlotte's always here most of the time, and then what? Seem to get Charlotte, and then who's our other person we always get in here? Trying to think. That always usually comes.
Right, it should be set up now. Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Charlotte's always been here. She's always been awesome. Our good friend. Who else comes on here sometimes?
Well, Dean's always on, isn't he? Oh wait, John Hoovian Coogan. No, John Coogan Hoovian.
Yeah, he's another one that's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil, sometimes he just comes in occasionally, huh?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I've only seen him on yours the once with the when we did the Pertwee stream.
Yeah, I think it just depends with him. Yeah, I think it's mostly Charlotte's always here, and then John occasionally.
All right. Does okay.
I tried, but time difference is fun. Laugh out loud.
Right.
Yeah, I get that part. Yeah. So what's Charlotte? What bonds did you like? Just curious. See what she says. I mean, we couldn't. Would you want to come on the stream too, Charlotte?
Be happy to have Charlotte on. Always happy to have Charlotte on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she saved our Power Ranger stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that one was awful. I think it was just the fact when I forgot the Pink Ranger, that's when it went downhill.
I think what it was is for the most part, I was not that much of a fan. So, like, you were telling me a lot of stuff I couldn't have the best rapport with because I was still a newcomer to the show.
Maybe that's what got us the dislike. You never know, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
People are picky. It's like if you have somebody that doesn't know something, they'll be like, "Oh, honestly, not a massive Bond fan." Okay, that's okay, Charlotte. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on here, though. You're an awesome friend. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying you weren't so fond of Die Another Day then?
Yeah. You know what's weird, though? And this isn't a popular opinion. You know who one of my favorite Bonds is? Don't laugh. Don't worry. It's not Lazenby. It's not Lazenby. Don't worry about that one.
Okay.
Dalton.
Fair enough. I'm okay with Dalton.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of reminds me of the novel Bonds when I was reading them. He made me think of him.
Oh, Charles says we were doing fine without her. We really weren't. We really weren't. Like, someone save us.
Oh, talk about the Power Rangers, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, yeah. I feel like the Trouton one, though, actually didn't turn out too bad, though. You know?
I listened back to that and I thought, you know what, this actually is pretty good. The only thing was I feel like the stuff we left out.
Yes.
But we're going to rectify that next week, aren't we?
Yes.
It'll be next Sunday, in fact, won't it?
Yeah, and maybe Neil, Mr. Hyde, maybe he's seen more than we have, so he might even have better knowledge. You never know, right?
Yeah. I've streamed with him before on Blue Bonnet just now.
Yeah.
He was one of the four of us. All right. So and then Craig, how did you feel about Daniel Craig?
Have you ever read any of the James Bond books?
I've not read them.
You need to, because you know what? When I read them, I was like, you know who this reminds me of? And I automatically thought of Dalton.
Okay. All right. I might give them a look sometime.
Because I think he was the only one that religiously read the books before he played the part. He read at least 2 or 3, I believe. I believe he read Casino Royale and was it Spy Who Loved Me? And On Her Majesty's Secret Service, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that helped him. But it seemed like when I mentioned that, it's funny. They didn't say anything.
Oh.
Yeah, it was kind of dead silence. So I don't know if they thought that was a weird opinion or what.
Well, maybe they're just busy in the chat. I don't know. Maybe
I just feel like he's a bit underrated, you know?
Yeah.
And he's a talented actor, you know?
Yeah, he did play Rassilon.
Yeah, and he was a bit of like, I guess he was a bit, you know, what do they call him? He was kind of like, oh, sorry, David, had a phone call that looks like it's going to keep me tied up for a while, so gotta go.
When you said that, I immediately thought of Terror of the Autons with the phone, like starts looping itself around the doctor and squashing.
Oh, it's a classic. What part was that? Was that episode 3 or 2?
Episode 3 cliffhanger, I think.
Yes, I remember that. That was a classic.
So you just said, when you said that phone call is going to keep me tied up, I thought,
That's exactly, yeah. All right, you take care, Neil. You take care. Thanks so much.
Who is this? What do you want? Simply to say goodbye, Doctor.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, with the master Roger Delgado. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He died kind of too young, didn't he? He wasn't that old, was he?
No, it was a freak accident, wasn't he? He crashed his car on the Turkey. Did he? I think he actually went over the. Yeah, I think. Yeah, horrible way to go.
It is. How come all the good ones got to go sometimes? Do you feel that way sometimes?
I try not to think of it that way.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a rhyme or reason, does it? It just happens.
Yeah, it does. See you, Neil. Charlotte says. So, what did you think? I know probably Lazenby's your least favorite Bond, right?
I've not seen Lazenby. That's the thing. I keep meaning to see it because obviously because Emma Peel was in it, wasn't she?
Yeah, Diana Rigg. She played Tracy. Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
Diana Rigg, of course.
Diana Rigg. Yeah.
Yeah, and but the thing is, I feel like I need, like, I know it's quite an emotional one, and I feel like the best way to appreciate it is probably to watch all the 60s ones in order until you get to that one, so that you kind of get a sense of Bond's journey up to that point and to the point where finally he breaks. He finally has that kind of moment that breaks him.
Well, the thing that I researched too, is he was actually not an actor. He was actually a model. So he actually didn't have much acting experience, Lazenby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlotte says, happy that the woman who owns the rights blasted back at the rubbish about female Bond. He needs to keep me out. Yes. Was that Barbara
Broccoli?
Barbara Broccoli, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
If only that could have happened with who, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I certainly don't want them to change Bond. I mean, it's just, you know. So, how did you feel about Daniel Craig then?
Thought he was all right.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not my favorite.
Like, I think he's a good Bond. I'm just half of his movies haven't been so good. I wasn't so keen on, like, Quantum of Solace lost me. Spectre lost me. I really expected Spectre. I like Spyfall had been really good.
Yeah.
No, Skyfall. Sorry, I kind of confused with Spyfall, the Doctor episode. Right, Skyfall had been really good, and I thought, right, the next one after this, they've hit the stride with this. I mean, Quantum Solace suffered because of the writer's strike that year,
Yes.
and to the point where like it was almost the entire film was mostly held together by the second unit.
Right.
So Spectre, I thought was going to be a notch above. Even I thought, right, they're on a roll here. They're going to make this one really good, and it just like production wise, it was good, but the script, it was just no. It just didn't work for me.
No. What did you think of the M after Judi Dench? What do you think of M?
Barely remember the M
Yeah.
after her. Oh, Charlotte says she basically said it is the opposite of female empowerment to change the gender.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still upset about, it's just my opinion. I'm still upset about the whole timeless children, which we've gotten into countless times. So I'm not going to even go there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even see the Timeless Children. I still feel like I knew it was coming, so I just.
Well, and the thing is, I saw a new, I got Toby, another friend of ours who's a staff. She got into it at Doctor Who with the classic stuff, and she saw it and she couldn't stand it. She said, "This is horrible."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was almost tempted to watch because like there was a lot of promo about the fact the Cybermen were back and it was going to be one of the big cyber wars.
Yeah.
Like, so I thought I've never seen that on screen before, like
Right.
a proper that part of the show's history, and so I almost was tempted, and then I don't know what happened. I just missed it,
Yeah.
and thank God I did because I just heard the howls of anguish on the on the forums.
Yeah, and then I didn't like the Cybermen too. The whole Cybermen looking like Rassilon, having the Rassilon insignia.
Oh yeah, I was
And
seeing the
Rogue.
pic- Yeah.
I thought that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What am I watching?"
I know. Silly.
Yeah, at least I can. The thing is, though, I can actually make fun of this stuff. It's just so bad. I don't get mad. I just laugh at it.
I feel like I'm mostly over it, but like at the same time, I do not care what comes next.
No,
It's finished for me.
same.
And,
Here.
I'm just for me, it's just remember the prime years of the show.
Mhm.
Remember the show what it was. Cling to your memories better than
Yeah.
gripe over what comes next. I mean,
Exactly.
like I think, yeah.
Who would you guys pick for the next Bond? Oh, here we go. Sadako, you want to start?
Probably Christian Bale, but I think they've said Thomas Harden. I think the more I think about it, the more I think he's a hard choice to beat, really.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with Christian Bale.
Not David Tennant, though, right?
I think he's a little too old to play Bond now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you kind of have to muscle up a little bit too. He's pretty gangly.
You know what? Matt Smith possibly would be a good Bond.
Maybe, yeah. I
Maybe.
can see that.
I could see him being ruthless and being kind of cold and.
And he actually did bulk up for a movie. I forgot which movie, but it was a Ryan Gosling thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I see.
So it proves he can work out and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
But I think Thomas Hardy, I'm definitely happy with that choice.
Yeah, I think it'll work. I think he'll do a good job.
I think I see a little bit of, he could be a bit of a, I see a little bit more in him, but like also a little bit of, a little bit of, I don't know, he's kind of a modern more, if you know what I mean.
Could you see a little bit of more and maybe a little bit of Brosnan in him, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. It's been a while since I've seen Brosnan.
Yeah. And
Do you
then,
feel like-
go ahead.
Do you feel like Brosnan left too early almost? Like it
Yeah.
was 4 films.
He only did 4, yeah. That's true.
And it was a very hit and miss run.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Yeah, the quality kind of dipped, didn't it, for him?
Yeah, well, it wavered, didn't it? Went up and
Yeah.
down.
And he kind of was basically right. They basically just wanted to do a reboot, and he was kind of just asked to step down, wasn't he?
Possibly. I don't know what happened, actually. You might know the behind the scenes more than I do. I just know that Die Another Day was the big Bond film. Then it was kind of talked of as the disaster of the franchise. And then we didn't hear from Bond again until they suddenly decided we're going to reboot it from scratch. We're going to go back to Casino Royale.
Yeah, I think if it's Hardy, it would be a bit of a rough type Bond. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. Bond's never been afraid.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bond's never been afraid to get his hands a bit dirty, get a bit physical.
You know,
I mean,
friend told me, interesting. What do you think of this idea? Do you think Hardy would have been a good Batman?
Possibly, maybe.
Yeah, somebody was talking to me about that.
I find it hard to think of him as anything other than Bane at the moment, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else is that? What do you think went wrong with Spectre?
Oh, good question. I feel like it just wasn't consistent. And I just felt it. Maybe for some reason I found the movie a tad long. I don't know. Sadok, you still there? Muted.
I'm still here. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just found it a tad long, and I don't know. I feel like I wasn't engaged in the plot as much.
I see. I think for me, it started quite. Trying to remember how it started. It started with, yeah, like the big action scene at the moment. I felt like it didn't really get me on side with Bond. He just seemed to completely go on a kill mission.
Yeah,
and there was no way it got us on side with him. It just seemed like he was out to pick a fight, do something reckless and stupid, which should have got him killed, and it didn't. And it just seemed like it was a bit hard to get into the film from that. And then I was hoping the Spectre was going to turn out to be the remnants of Quantum, so that we found out what happened to them.
Yeah,
and they did. But then they also explained that even what was the villain's name in Skyfall?
Yeah, what was his name? Was that Christopher Waltz's or?
I think so. Yeah, the guy who had like he took his false teeth out, and you saw how nerve damage had done its work to him.
Yeah,
and, like, he interrogated Bond, and he was he just had that vendetta against M, didn't he?
Yeah,
but they like he was a great villain, but the great thing about him was he seemed to have done it all by himself. He just seemed to have gone crazy all by himself and decided this was his master plan.
Yeah.
And then in the Inspector, they tried to explain that he was part of Blofeld's plot as well. And I thought, wait a minute, that's a bit of a... It just felt sloppy.
Yeah.
And it also felt like it was taking away what made him a great villain, which was that he was his own agent.
Right.
So I feel like that was a slot, again, it was sloppy, I felt. And then we got Blofeld's motivations revealed, which was just came down to childhood jealousy of Bond, which, I mean, well, that's the thing. I actually watched this thinking, well, look, that can't be it. The film has to give me more than that. I can't just leave that as it. And then it didn't. And so I thought, oh, that's it. And that disappointed me.
Do you feel like Blofeld was done better in the older ones?
Yeah, I feel so. I feel like he was. I mean, he was iconic, wasn't he? And he was just...
Yeah.
You didn't quite get what his motives were.
No.
But he was always well played, and he always kind of, he was just memorable.
Mm-hmm.
He was very memorable. He was like, you only live twice, Mr. Bond. And
yes. And that voice he did for Bane made me nearly die of laughter. Oh, Hardy's, yeah.
Yes. I can hear it when... Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Batman and Robin, though? There was a Bane in that, too.
Yeah, he was pretty rubbish. Like, you could tell with Batman... the Dark Knight Rises, when they brought Bane back, their main aim was to make Bane be taken seriously again after that. So you almost didn't recognize them as the same character. And of course, they did the same thing. That also what they did with the Dark Knight Rises, they homoed the bit in the comics where Bane does actually break Batman's back.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the only one who's ever done that. So, yeah. Gotham, take control. So, anyway, go on.
Yeah, what cars did you like in Bond? Did you like? Of course, there's the Aston Martin. There's the BMWs. There's the.
I think I'm mostly partial to the one he had in The Spy Who Loved Me that does the submersible.
Oh, the Lotus. Yeah, the Lotus is cool.
The Lotus, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, like on YouTube, there was a guy who there was a clip of that, and someone wrote in the comment section like, it's funny how Bond almost seemed to know there were the bad guys in the ocean waiting in case Bond had a submarine car.
Yeah.
And I wrote in reply, there's always guys hiding in the ocean just in case Bond had a submarine car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite comments. That.
So, like, so your favorite Bond is it Connery, or do you like who's your favorite Bond?
I suppose it's more really. He's the one I grew up most familiar with.
Nice.
I suppose I need to see more of Connery. Really, Hamster on Drugs was a terrible way to be taken more. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Oh, she's talking about Bane, right? Okay.
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
Sound like a hamster on drugs.
Yes.
Gotham, take control.
Yes. That is funny. So did you see Dalton's at all? Yeah, you saw Dalton. That's right.
I've seen Dalton, yeah, but I saw him very late. So by that point, I think I'd kind of more had been solidified as my idea of who Bond is.
Yeah.
I really did like both of Dalton's films, really. I mean, License to Kill, I think, was... Sometimes I think, for a long time, that looked like it was going to be the last Bond film. And I almost kind of look at it now and think, you know what? It almost is a perfect finish.
It is to Bond, yeah.
Yeah.
He had that intense, dark intensity about him, didn't he?
Yeah, and it kind of felt like, it was an appropriate point. The Cold War was over. He'd kind of found the right girl, and he was kind of...
yeah.
And he'd avenged Felix. In that great scene with the light, it's like, don't you want to know why? That's right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That was good. Yeah, I mean, maybe it should have just ended there, and then we didn't get any more after. Maybe that's what should have happened. It's kind of like with Star Wars with Return of the Jedi. It should have just ended there.
Yeah, I sometimes think that.
Yeah,
but, I mean, I like GoldenEye. The GoldenEye was good, but it felt a bit like, in a way, for me, GoldenEye and Austin Powers are kind of similar in terms of they feel like a nostalgic Mickey take of what Bond was.
Yeah,
kind of knowing 90s version of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like some of the big Finnish audios are with Doctor Who.
Yeah, the funny part is because I was a kid during the Brosnan, so that's kind of how I saw Bond first. I actually saw Brosnan first, then I saw Moore and Connery after.
Yeah. Have you seen Remington Steele?
No, I've seen clips of it. Actually, Tom Baker played a villain in that. I want to see that episode.
Okay, I'd like to check it out, I think. Because I just, I feel like it'd be good to kind of see where that was the show that I think got people to think of Brosnan as the ideal next Bond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And before then, I'd seen him only in Lawnmower Man and Mrs. Doubtfire. That's the thing. Because in Mrs. Doubtfire, he's the hate figure. You never really think of him as someone endearing as Bond. But like,
not at all.
No. Yeah.
Who seems like the nicest Bond? Do you think it was Moore, like just in in real life?
I think Moore was obviously he was the gentleman of them all.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the Bonds had as Bond. Obviously, they had the nasty moments. The moments where they were just kind of utterly ruthless, and if you had orders to kind of get information out of you, he was not pleasant, and he was amoral about it, kind of thing. He had no moral scruples, and he kind of had to be if he was to survive this spy world.
Yeah.
It's like in GoldenEye. That's the discussion they have. It's like he says, you think it's this coldness is so impressive. It's like it's what keeps me alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, do you feel like in a way he's almost like a spy vigilante in a way?
Well, yeah, he's definitely an anti-hero. He's the hero, but he's not the hero. He's kind of an anti-hero in that he's amoral in a lot of ways.
Do you think that's a little bit like Batman in a way?
No, because I mean, Batman. Well, yes and no. I mean, Batman. You feel like Batman does what's right.
Yes. Against
the law, whereas Bond abides by the law against what's right. If you know what I mean. So it's almost the opposite.
Yeah.
Like he has to kind of, he obeys Queen and Country, but he's he's ruthless about it. Kind of, you know.
Yes. Almost like do you think almost like an Avon type in a way?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. I mean, I've not seen too much of Blake Seven, but probably yes.
Yeah. He would have been a cool Bond, actually. Paul Darrow. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see him be a good Bond villain as well.
True.
He is the only saving grace of Time Lash, isn't he?
Yes. I don't know. Would we want to do a review of that at some point?
No. I don't think we could. I don't think we could survive that one.
Yeah.
Let's not have that be a watch along.
How about this though? How about this is a funny watch along? You're gonna hate me for this idea. The Ronnie episodes.
Nah, I'd struggle. I'd run out of things to say with that other than this is boring. Bond should be selfish. Charlotte said. I think he is. He's a hedonistic character, isn't he? You know, kind of.
You know, I feel like the Ronnie's an interesting character, but the stories aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he was kind of wasted potential almost.
Yeah. Bond should be selfish, true. So anyway, I guess we can end the stream pretty soon here, and then we could talk a little bit after what I noticed today, if you want.
Okay, cool. That'd be good.
All right. Thanks so much, Charlotte. Thanks, Neil. Dr. Who Chat and Dean for being on the chat, and Sudako, you're awesome. All right, take care. Peace. Bye for now.
Peace out, guys. Bye.